Hello, my name is Navigator. In today's video, we're going to be going over a bunch of pickups this weekend in Saratoga, New York, Johnstown, New York. So it's pretty much a New York State haul. I know that I've done a couple of videos with that title, so this is we'll just slap that one on there, a New York State haul. But I went to Replay Toys out in Burnt Hills, New York, and then I also stopped by the fan favorite, or at least my favorite, Toying Around in Johnstown, New York. So kind of like a Western New York toy haul. Who knows? Who knows what we'll call it? But I'm going to go over everything today. We have a lot of figures, comics, cards, some literature, got clothes even. So let's get started with this. And I'm just going to get what's right in front of me. Starting off here, I'm going to go, actually, you know what? I'll go everything that I got. I'll go over everything that I got at each store. So to start off with Replay Toys, we do have this Green Lantern action figure. I kind of want to get these smaller Green Lantern guys to go with my little DC UC Green Lantern shelf. I thought this would be a good one and a cheap one to start out with. And on top of that, he comes with another one of those cool Green Lantern rings. So we do have that. I won't be reviewing this. I'm just going to open this on my own. So I guess this will be the review right now. There you go. You can see, I don't know, it's just Green Man. A little biography on him there if you want to pause the video. And there's some other figures in this line that I probably will collect eventually. We'll toss that to the side. So that's Green Man. And I guess before I get too deep into it, I should show you the business card that I got from Replay Toys if you are interested in them. I think that this actually might have been a place that I hit up in Portland, Oregon, back like when my dad got married or remarried. This must have been like 2015, and I think that this is, because when I'm looking online, it says Replay Toys East, and that's why I'm bringing this up. It's Replays Toys East, if you guys look it up on Google Maps. But I think that I'd been to this place before, and I loved that place out west, and I'm just glad to see one out here. I could be wrong, though, who knows? But again, Replay Toys in Burnt Hills, New York, so we do have that. All right, some of the other DC UC I got from there, we did get Power Ring from Earth, the Crime Syndicate of Earth 3, so we do have that. I already have Owlman, and I think it's Johnny Quick is their version of the Flash, so I have him now. And then we also did get Ultraman, which is, of course, that kind of like mobster version of Superman. All I need now is Superwoman from the Crime Syndicate, and I'll have the full version of them in DC UC form. Some little guys over here. I think this cat's name is like Dexstar or something like that, and I forget the name of this little like virus who is a part of the Sinestro Corps, the Yellow Lantern Corps. But I did pick up both of these at Replay Toys, and actually I can probably pop them out of here real quick. But these are ones that I've really been looking for, kind of these tinier little members to add to my Green Lantern Corps, mostly because they'll just fit on the shelf as opposed to the larger figures. But we do have him. He's a member of the Red Lantern Corps. And then I forget this guy's name. I really wish I remembered. But he's literally a virus that is part of the Yellow Lantern Corps. And there's some dust on there. I'll get that out of the way. What else do we get? Okay, really cool pickup for $8. This is probably my favorite thing that I grabbed. Is going to be this Supergirl DC UC figure. This is incredible. I'm just totally a massive fan of this. The one bad side about it is these capes. The capes on like her and Power Girl, they're just very oddly shaped, and it's just like the whole left side of her body when you try to put it on the shelf is just kind of taken up by this cape. But a really cool figure for a great price of $8. And then I also, I mean, it's so funny. I feel like with my wrestling collection, I rarely buy female figures, and honestly, for my entire collection as a whole, I only have a handful of female figures. But when it comes to the DC UC ones like that, I'm picking them up. It's crazy. So speaking of that, we also did get the Wonder Woman villain Cheetah, and she was actually in that Wonder Woman 1984 movie, I think. But we do have that. This is one that I was looking for a while too. And then to finally complete that kind of not really the new Guardians, but that Blackest Night when all those other superheroes took up the Lantern rings, we do have the Star Sapphire Wonder Woman. I did get the normal Star Sapphire fairly recently. I'm like twisting my tongue up today, guys. I'm sorry. But this is really cool to get. And it's just kind of completing that whole thing because I now have the Indigo Lantern Atom, Orange Lantern Lex Luthor, now the Star Sapphire Wonder Woman, Blue Lantern Flash, White Lantern and Black Lantern Green Lantern, and then Hal Jordan. I'm trying to think who else took up one of those roles? I forget. And then I wish they had made a Red Lantern Guy Gardner, but they never did. Anyways, so we're finally kind of completing that collection of the Green Lanterns, which is awesome. And I'm actually going to move these guys out of the way because we're going to have to get to these comics in a little bit. But the last thing that I got from, is that everything that I got from Replay Toys? I think that is. So we're going to be moving now into everything that I got from Toying Around today. So to start off with that, we do just have some really small accessories. I grabbed these two to add to my DC John Constantine figure. I actually went to an event this weekend, dressed up more in a costume, not so much cosplay, as John Constantine, and I figured the accessories that I have for him now are just like two guns, and these would work a little bit better. Him kind of casting one of those spells and this almost like bloody ritualistic dagger that I got. So these are, again, from Toying Around, and the owner there was friendly enough to give me a sticker, so there you go. Shout out to Toying Around. Some other things that I got there are going to be this little like silver blaster thing, but this would be perfect for my Lobo figure. I think that Lobo it looks just like his motorcycle, so I thought this would be something that he would use. So we have that. And then this very interesting, like, I don't even know what it is, but I thought this would work great for a Sinestro construct. So I'm going to add this to my Sinestro figure. And then what else do we have? All right, really quickly, I want to get one thing out of the way. I actually did stop by Exiled Games in Herkimer today looking for some DC cards, and I found this really old 2017 like $10 pack. There's nothing crazy going on in here, but I saw that it's Panini. I know that Panini is like fairly decent with sports cards. I'm just looking to kind of rip some packs tonight. That's really it. So for $10, I did get that as well. Just some random Justice League DC themed cards. But the rest of the stuff we have here are going to be figures and comics from Toying Around. So when you spend $100 at Toying Around, you get a free t-shirt. And I usually do spend around that much, so I usually get a shirt. And this is the one that I've really been wanting. And it's the what is it? The Legion of Supervillains from DC. And I've been waiting for a large to pop up there, and one finally did. And I love the owner there. He always throws these little kind of like designs on the shoulder, almost like a patch, and I love that with t-shirts. So this is very cool, and again, very fitting with my recent obsession with DC. So we have that as well, and then we'll go into some of the other random stuff that I got. The owner had this I guess Toying Around, I should put it, has this little box, kind of like a take something, leave something. So I grabbed a pack of Pokemon cards, and I grabbed some of these. We have Crisis on Infinite Earths 1 and 2. It just has some interesting DC characters there. And then this one was really cool. We have Intercontinental Champion Dean Ambrose defeating Baron Corbin. I love just this action shot of Ambrose. You guys know, oh my gosh, almost knocked the camera down. Behind these figures is Dean Ambrose. He's one of my favorite wrestlers. This was a very cool card to collect. So I grabbed that, and I left some kind of take one, leave one. But here we have some figures, and actually, these are probably going to get damaged if I leave them there. So, to start off with, a figure that has been Toying Around for a very long time that I've always wanted is going to be the Watchmen DC or, I don't know, DC Signature Collection, Ozymandias. Or Ozymandias, whatever you want to call him. But this is kind of cool. I don't really have any of the other DC Watchmen figures, but I think I might start collecting them now. This is a decent one to start off with. I have no idea where I'm going to put him on the shelves or if I'm even going to unbox him, but this is a very cool figure. And the owner actually kind of brought down the price for me, which was very nice of him. I do appreciate that. But yeah, so we do have that, and a very cool packaging as well. I love that. Very cool looking. So we have that, and then some DC Multiverse figures. The first one is going to be Rick Flag, and this is this whole series of Suicide Squad, and I probably shouldn't even be saying that word on YouTube, but I really don't care. Because it's in reference to a comic book, not something bad. This is the only figure they've ever made of Rick Flag, and I have a little Suicide Squad collection on my shelf, and I wanted to add a Rick Flag to it. So I grabbed this one, and it was only 50% off, so these were all $10. But I grabbed this, and then these two figures I'm not so much interested in as I am interested in their Build-A-Figures. This is going to be the, I think it's the Dark Knight Returns Wonder Woman, so we do have that. And then, Teen Titans Wonder Girl. But they actually build Dr. Psycho. And it's a Build-A-Figure that, these are both $10, and the Build-A-Figure goes for like at least $25-30 online. So I figured I would get the Build-A-Figure, but I honestly just want it. Again, a small figure that I can kind of pose on my DC shelf. It is perfect, and those were discounted as well. So we do have those. I'm going to toss those to the side. And then finally here, we can get through the comics that I grabbed at Toying Around, because this video is long enough as it is. Number one, we did get a third printing Killing Joke, one of my favorite Batman stories, and I'm glad to have a fairly original copy of it. So we do have that. We also grabbed the Green Lantern story, One Angry Guy. I remember listening to this in a recent iceberg that I watched. or listened to, and I'm a huge Guy Gardner fan, so it was a cool cover as well. We also grabbed this really cool Battle Classics from DC. It has some characters from The Losers, Sergeant Rock, and The Haunted Tank, which are three of my absolute favorite DC war stories. So we do have that, and then I love picking up these Who's Who. They're just kind of like these little biographies on characters from DC, and they're all in alphabetical order. I think I have 4 right now, so I'm adding another 2 to the collection, and we have A and B, and then I think this is N, O, and P right there, so that's very cool. We also grabbed Infinite Crisis number 5, the first appearance of Jamie Reyes as the Blue Beetle. That was a really cool pickup for $3. I also grabbed this Mike Mignola Elseworlds Adventures of Superman. I just love anything that Mignola does. He is, of course, the creator of Hellboy, but this is a really cool Mignola Justice League there. So you got Green Lantern, Flash, Batman, Wonder Woman, obviously, and then it looks like Superboy and Superman, so I don't know what that's about. We also grabbed Hex issue 14. As you guys know, I'm collecting a lot of Jonah Hex, so we have that. Another Who's Who. This is T and a little bit of U, it looks like. So we have that. Also an All-Star Squadron number 1. I'm a big fan of the JSA and the All-Star Squadron, a lot of these heroes, and just having a number 1 with that title on it is just really cool. And $4, which was a great price. As you guys know, again, I'm a big fan of those Amalgam comics, and we have Super Soldier number 1. This was only $2, so that was a nice little pickup there. That's really cool. And then, a really early Commandy. I'm really kind of becoming a fan of Commandy, but this is Commandy number 7. We got that for $4. This thing is old, very, very old. I think this is the last one here. We have 0 Hour number 1. This is some kind of important comic. I forget what the key issue aspect of it is, but I did pick that up. And it's a cool cover nonetheless. I do like that cover a lot. So we do have that. And folks, that is going to be it. A review of everything that I got from Replay Toys in Burnt Hills, New York, toying around in Johnstown, New York, and then those cards, like I said, from Exiled Games in Herkimer, New York. So folks, I will leave it there. As always, my name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.